Benny once told me roads were prisons that took away our freedom to have adventures. My name is Liam Warsaw, and this is the Schroding Box.
If there's a road that could go on forever, where would it take you? And if the shadows rolled in heavy, darling, could you see the truth? Do you think that you could find it in the letters and the notes? Walking round in the footsteps of someone else's ghost. So would you come a little closer? Come a little closer. Just come a little closer.
Episode 2, File Name, Pine Street. One of the first files I read was called Pine Street. According to the hand-drawn map included in the file, Pine Street runs east to west along the southwest corner of Schroding, as well as north to south along the eastern edge near the Greyhound station, which Benny has marked with a happy face, which is cute almost. I can't tell where the two Pine Streets meet, or if they're even considered the same road. There's a red circle around a portion of the southwest Pine Street, which spans about 2 blocks. He's labeled this circle CZ. The first page of the file is just a few sentences. It reads, Pine Street Southwest is closed for construction. It's always closed for construction. Always the same 2 blocks. They work at night, and then during the day, they're just gone. They're never finished, if they've even started. I'm certainly no stranger to feeling like construction is never done. It does seem strange, though. You wouldn't think 2 blocks would give them so much trouble. Maybe they just don't have the manpower. The file keeps going. Construction on Pine Street Southwest, as Benny calls it, has always been happening. No one remembers a time that Pine Street wasn't under construction. You plan your routes around Pine Street if you bother to go anywhere near it. Why risk walking by the gaping hole in the middle of the road when you can safely go down Queen or Dogwood for that matter? There are no markings after the first sign for the construction zone, and the pit has a way of seeming like it isn't even there sometimes. At twilight, it looks like the road is completely finished. The smoothest pavement just welcoming you to ride your bike across it. The closer you are to Pine Street Southwest, the more inviting it is. Sure, the sign says the road is closed to through traffic, but you're not through traffic, are you? You just want to drive over the pit, just for a moment. That's all you want. Benny seems to have lost himself at this point. He just rants about how great it would be to go to Pine Street before reiterating how bad of an idea that would be. He states adamantly never to listen to the itch to drive across Pine Street Southwest. That is a construction zone, and it is always a construction zone. And the workers always come at night. If you happen to be near Pine Street Southwest after dark, you would notice that the moonlight is always brightest right over that street, even at the new moon. The workers don't have any other light to work under, so they need the moonlight. I don't know how needing the moonlight makes that happen, but it seems like Benny takes it as a given. The workers wear blue and almost disappear in the dim night. You can never see their faces, not because they wear masks, but because when you look at them, they always seem to be looking the other way. Maybe they can feel you paying attention to them. Maybe they don't want to be seen. Their trucks are all marked with a strange symbol that your eyes never seem to be able to focus on. No one knows where exactly they come from or who they are, which is odd because Benny seems to know just about everyone in Schroding. Instead of names, he calls the workers they. They are doing construction. They are never finished. They are working. Are they working? Benny hid under a bench 10 nights in a row, according to his notes. On the first night, his only note was the word construction. He added a correction afterwards, stating that he doesn't remember taking that note, nor does he recall watching the workers at all. Over the next few days, his notes become slightly lengthier, and each time he seems to struggle to decide whether or not they are actually working. Finally, on the 10th day, he has a hurried note followed by a longer addition. The note: no construction. only the pit. Run, Benny, run, Benny, run. The addition. I finally realized that I've never seen them working, but it feels like they are. But they're not. I've been looking and I don't see them working. What if they're not there at all? Is that possible? But they are. I can see them and their vans and the moon gets brighter, but they're not working. They're just not. I don't know what is happening at the edge of the pit, but I'm afraid if I investigate more, I'll just dig myself a hole I can't escape from. Yeah, I don't know if Benny intended that last pun or not. He seemed like a guy who could appreciate a pun. I hope he meant it as a pun. The pit is in front of Markle's Antiques, which remains open to this day. Benny walked in one time to find the owner, Eliza Markle, sitting on a chair behind the counter. Benny asked her if business was going well, but the layer of dust on the ground, unsettled by Benny's own footsteps through the store, indicated that business was not, in fact, going well. Eliza Markle just stared at Benny, a wry smile on her face. A smile that never went away and never changed, as Benny asked her what she thought about the construction zone right outside her store. He asked her if she remembered when the construction started. He asked her if she ever saw them working. Eliza Markle just kept smiling. That seems to have ended Benny's investigation around the pit for good. He walked one day along Pine Street East, which is the other road marked as Pine Street on his map. This Pine Street is much less eventful, as long as you don't look at the cornfield for too long. He walked for hours that day. I'm guessing because he wanted to find out if the two Pine Streets ever met anywhere. He kept walking and walking and walking until he realized he had passed the Greyhound station 5 times already. The north and south edges of Pine Street East are connected, it would seem, and unless you pay attention, you might just miss your turn forever. Something about the pit on Pine Street Southwest excited and terrified Benny, and Pine Street East seemed set on keeping him walking along its path. Is that what happened to him? He doesn't say anything about going back to either Pine Streets ever again, but maybe one of them took him? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Pits don't take you, and streets don't magically loop. It's just... Benny never seemed... He wasn't... I mean, he isn't. He isn't. That's it for the Pine Street file. If you're ever in Schroding, Illinois, I'd suggest giving both of them a wide berth. Thanks for listening, and if you see a man in wide-frame glasses and a purple windbreaker, let me know.
The Schroding Box is written and produced by Josiah Bender. The role of Liam Warsaw is played by Ben Herman. Our script editor is Becca Janney, and Andrew Davis is our audio engineer. The cover art for The Schroding Box was created by Darby Hepner. Come a Little Closer and other music written and performed by Haunted Like Human. For more of their music and tour information, go to hauntedlikehuman.com. The Schroding Box is made possible by audience support. Please share the show with your friends and on social media. You can donate money on our GoFundMe page by going to gofundme.com and searching for The Schroding Box. Thank you to everyone for your support.